Hello, air signs. Welcome to Reflexive Moon Tarot. My name is Sarah. And yeah, if you don't mind showing some support by hitting that like and subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. Today we are doing your reading for the new moon. We're just in it actually right now, and we'll be moving out of that into a immediately into a solar eclipse or a partial. And yeah, let's get into this. So air signs include Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. But you know who you are, so let's get started. We have the Hanged One, and it's reversed. So you're experiencing some stagnant emotional energy that's causing you to have a hard time changing your perspective on something that you might be concerned with, or a change in perspective. The change is what you are concerned about. How will you go about doing it? And what does it mean? What is this perspective that you need to change? Just like the earth signs, we have the Ace of Swords crossing it. So your mind, you need to change your mind about something, or you need to change something within your mind. It's either a pattern of thought or an attitude or even a worldview, perhaps, that isn't working for you or causing you perhaps even to be the bad apple within a group. Overlooking the situation, it looks like it has to do with the workplace. Perhaps you need to change your perspective about someone else who is the bad apple, or this could also be you. But either way, there's either some tolerance, acceptance, or even conflict resolution processes. Like, what are the protocols? What are the policies? You know, the PMPs. Policies and procedures at work. You need to learn those, or someone isn't learning them. Someone's not tuning in to whatever the morale should be. And I would say that there is a tone of jealousy, and subconsciously it's within you. So it's either jealousy that you are not being honest with yourself, about, or it is sort of like a lack of confidence. Because the Queen of Wands is confident. Like, this queen sets goals and makes it happen. Like, they are the goal setter of the queens. Or he even. It's not gender specific. Just usually with the queens, there's more of an element of nurturing involved, as opposed to a king who just runs it. Queens also run things, like, that's real. So with that, we'll move on to where we are coming from. And that is an injustice that has occurred. It could be you not doing yourself justice with this attitude that is stank. It is a weak, just a weak attitude. Because, like, fire can be fragile. You know, like, for example, say a candle. Like, you floof it around too much and it goes out if it's not a strong flame. And then if it's too much, then it burns everything up or it explodes, right? So on some level, you're doing yourself an injustice by there being a lack of balance. Okay, so moving forward, it is your emotions that you will ultimately balance out. So, you know, the light and shadow work involved with balanced emotions. you know, not crying over spilt milk, and, you know, being comfortable with ways in which you may have previously been exposed on some level, or, you know, whatever trauma you may have experienced, whether it's like entrapment, or also, you know, maybe you have experienced being like sort of the aggressor that's really been like a control freak on some level. But your attitude is decent. Like, you really are sort of the protector of your realm, in terms of, I sound like Ned Stark, the protector of the realm. But yeah, we're not going to lose our heads over this, okay? So yeah, protector of the environment that you are basically sustaining yourself within. And so you basically, what your challenge may also be is bringing your energy together where you are focused as well as full of energy. Usually with this night, or with all of the nights actually, there's an either or type of like dichotomy. And then we have the World. So, you know, you will ultimately hope to actualize whatever goals you set. Within your environment, like, you are pretty much where it's at, which is awesome. That's how others see you as well. So they see you as achieving and being like in the right place where you are meant to be. Similar to like, what's the card? Goodness, how am I drawing a blank? Like, Judgment. Interesting. So you do have like a fear of not knowing what you're doing. Maybe, yeah, there's like some insecurities that you are afraid of submitting to. But that's your fear. So, I mean, it's ultimately within your power, right? You don't want to remain in this state. You want to, because this is why you're in this state right here. These two. So this is also a continuation of that. So ending the cycle. And you know, it sounds like you don't really have a whole lot to worry about, because, I mean, people already see you as being in a good place. We have the Hierophant reversed. Interesting. So yeah, emotional energy is, you're going to need to work on that. Like, especially with the Empress, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Cups reversed. You really need to work on your sense of self-worth, air signs. It's being severely challenged right now. Perhaps accountability is an issue, or lack of purpose in life, or, you know, maybe lack of connection to community and spiritual sense of purpose, spirituality and sense of purpose. So that really is your biggest challenge. And it hinders your ability to create and foster growth creatively. Leading to a sense of dissatisfaction despite having possibly already like a good amount of experience underneath your belt. But you will come in, you will step into your role as like you will step into your role as somebody who is very grounded, emotionally intelligent, who basically has love on their side, you know, and that's how they govern, through love, out of love. So you'll still ultimately end up a love boss or attracting somebody like that. And also, you know, of a sound mind and strategically knowing where to place your energy. But coming into yourself, it's going to take a little while. It's going to take a little while. So with that, it looks like after this eclipse, you will come into yourself at some point. Just this is a lot that's been going on for you. A balance of, you know, good things as well as things that you need to work on. So it's good. And with that, friends, thank you so much, air signs, and we'll see you again for next time. Take care.